Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lily Sky Messages, sometimes listed as Lily Sky Tarot on different platforms. All right, so we're talking about planets right now. So I guess this is my planets background. Okay, so Saturn and Uranus square is happening a lot in 2021, and I wish I had paid more attention to this. Either way, things happen and they happen. So I thought it was really interesting to see this. Okay, so the houses where these planets line up, if they match up with your birth chart, then you'll experience this positivity or tension based on what the different planetary positions mean, okay? So when we're talking about the different planetary aspects, they have conjunctions, sextiles, they have trines, squares, and opposition. When we're talking about the square with Uranus and Saturn squaring up 3 times this year. It happened on February 17th, June 14th, and it's going to happen on December 24th, which is Christmas Eve. Interesting. So, drama. So, it's like cosmic drama is known as, right? So, a square is having opposition, is having tension. Okay, it can be very stressful. These two planet energies that are involved, they're squaring up. This this angle, okay, and it's like very sharp, a square sharp corner, so very intense. It can be stressful, a lot of drama, just a lot of tension, okay? So with this happening, it represents like a big clash. It could have issues of control. It could have issues on structures of things, okay? It can be a very defining moment, if you will. It can involve trickery, like a trickster, right? And usually there's confusion with that. So whatever the issue is. And it also has to deal with feeling free or feeling liberated, feeling like, freeing your mind or freeing yourself of things and changing up stuff as Uranus is known for being very revolutionary, changing things, dramatic changes and sharp, quick changes is Uranus, okay? And Uranus wants to be free, so there's positive, both of these planets are positive. However, when you're getting the negative brunt of it, it feels very negative, right? It feels horrible. So Saturn, it's the master teacher. It's the teacher of being very disciplined and organized, and can be very hard on itself or others because it wants things to be done right the first time and no mistakes, or just lessen the mistakes, right? Or really no mistakes. Saturn is just no joke. So that energy has that. So when we're looking at what's coming ahead, what I wanted to talk about is that the effect of Mars along with it. Mars is a fighter. Mars is one of putting itself first and protecting its energy. Mars wants to know that it is protected and all that it cares about is protected, because it doesn't want chaos, right? It wants things to be orderly, unless Mars is the one bringing the chaos for punishment, okay? So it's to lessen the drama and the negative tension for 2021. But 2021 is really just following up 2020, which was crazy for some and good for some. And some people will be doing good this year that were doing horrible last year, and vice versa. Right? So it's balancing out this energy. Now, what I found interesting, and when you look at the astrology, certain astrology you might not pay attention to because you're thinking, okay, this doesn't affect me, but it might affect someone else in their birth chart, and then it affects you. So it's really important to like look at the astrology of things. And when I look at astrology, it's not to be panicky or nervous or anything like that. We're in control of our own selves, our own destiny, and so forth, right? So we have to be able to shift up and really tap into our essence and the creator essence that's around us and within us. But using the astrology, it's really cool. I love it. It's fun to see how it matches up, not only in my life, but also people that I know. So December 9th, what were you doing December 9th, 2020? What were you thinking? What were you feeling? because December 9th is when this whole square energy started, and the energy of it will end March 10th, 2022. Okay? So looking at your birth chart, seeing where Uranus is, looking at what December 24th is going to look like. So while I'm talking about this, I want to pull it up and see what December 24th will look like. It's a waning gibbous, a Friday, and the moon is in Virgo, 1 degree 52 minutes. Okay. And on that date, we're going to see Uranus, 11 degrees 5 minutes in the 6th house. Uranus is retrograde. Saturn is in Aquarius, 11 degrees 6 minutes in the 3rd house. 3rd house of Gemini, okay? I believe 6th house of Virgo. Okay, so let's see. And then Mars now is in Sagittarius, 7 degrees 47 minutes in the 1st house. And I'm looking at this from the Pacific Standard Time, okay? So Mars squares the moon, sextile Saturn, and squares the MC. Mars sextiles Saturn 3 degrees 19 minutes, okay? This sextile, okay, so we're going to be talking about this sextile. So this energy is really intense. And the positive aspect of it is that it gives you determination, okay? When it comes to, let's hit up the romance. When it comes to romance and relationship, it's a slow progress to build up. It's not like quick and fast and like that. It's a slow process, okay? However, when it comes to your own personal goals, you're really focused. You are in it for the long-term project. So it's positive in that sense, okay? However, this aspect is very careful when it comes to doing things by themselves, and they want to be consistent about it, especially if you're working for yourself, okay? You have to know that not everything happens quickly or overnight, okay? So it's really in it for the master teaching, if you will, right? You have to master yourself and just being very careful with the steps that you do. It's very organized as well. And they like to be stable and have security, okay? They also don't like to take risks because there's no guarantee in it, and that's a very strong Saturn energy. And Mars does not want to be played with either, okay? Taken advantage of. And they can easily deal with challenges and obstacles because they're always ready for a fight. They're not going to be surprised by someone's negative behavior, especially if they have a pattern of doing bad things or careless things or evil things, okay, in the past, or just not being sensitive overall. All right. So this transit is very powerful in a self-determination use. So you can use it in that way. However, knowing that when Mars is interacting with the Saturn and Uranus square, what you want to do is avoid confrontation if you can, or just avoid any dramas that's unnecessary. But what I got from it is be calm because it's very powerful energy. Have a balance in your mind, like balance your mind, meaning knowing your center, right? So like meditating and maybe writing down your goal, saying your morning affirmation so you know what your real goal is, so you don't get distracted by another person's negative personality. And you're keeping in mind and you're holding on, excuse me, you're holding on to your end goal of what it is that you really want and what you're going for. So when this Saturn and Uranus square happens on the 24th, Mars is at a stronger degree than it is. It's like 1 degree. I mean, but it's really based on your individual work and your own personal leadership power within you, right? And it happens again, the Mars happened the 29th. On the 29th again, okay? Mars will definitely be squaring or sextiling Saturn. Okay, 0 degrees 18 minutes. But the most important day is on the 24th when we have that Saturn and Uranus square. So just be mindful of confrontation that day. It could be in your own personal life, but it could also be on a global stage as well, right? So that's what I wanted to come on here and talk to you about, just seeing how this Uranus, if you look at the dates of February 17th, June 14th, and December 24th, and for some of us, we might have a strong Uranus placement in our birth chart, a strong Saturn placement, but we might also had a strong Pluto placement, and we were feeling the effects of that, or other effects from 2020 in our charts. But the main thing that really popped, that I felt like someone would want to hear this message, is that the it's not just you. It could be the person that's close to you that's going through a rough transit. It's not an excuse. It's just to be aware of that as well. Okay, and also our own karmic lessons that we came here to learn as well. So I hope that this video was helpful to you. I will definitely be coming back with some more planetary videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Definitely click like so others can find this video, and leave some comments, even if it's emojis. That way the algorithm here on YouTube can get people back to this channel who might have watched a video but haven't subscribed. So definitely subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.